What's up, everyone? My name is Dylan Lackey, and today I'm going to be doing something really different. Like, this is not going to be another reaction video or anything like that, but instead, I'm going to be doing just like Jeffrey did in one of his videos. I'm going to be doing the top 10 death battles I want to see. Now, I've already made a list of them up, so I'm going to describe every one of them, and I will probably describe what they can do and like what their abilities will be and that kind of stuff. So starting with number 1, I want to see the Lone Wanderer from Fallout 3 go against Master Chief from the Halo series. Now, basically, for those of y'all who have played Fallout 3, y'all should know I can't remember what it was called, but like that one ability that the Lone Wanderer can use, like where once you target at an enemy or anyone else, you can like target any of their body parts, and depending on how many like hits you hit them, then that's the amount of damage that they could have. Although with Master Chief, he has a shield, armor, and basically the huge kind of more huge weapons. I mean, some of the weapons that the Lone Wanderer had were huge too, but mostly because he collects them. He doesn't actually they don't belong to him. He just collects them. Sometimes after he kills his enemies, or whenever he goes around and just scavenges for anything he can find or use. Alright. And then, for number 2, I chose Frank West from the first Dead Rising versus Chuck Green of the second Dead Rising. That is a really tough decision because they're both pretty good survivors, but I think the way the combat maneuver type that Frank has are kind of more better than Chuck's, in my opinion. I don't know about y'all, but some of y'all may think that Chuck is better. But to be honest, and this is in my opinion, I think Frank would kind of be better because he has these kinds of moves that are really cool and awesome. He kind of has these martial arts type moves, like the kicking and other stuff, and he also has this one ability where he can act out as a zombie, called the Zombie Walk, which you unlock at level 50 in the actual gameplay. So during the battle, if there was a whole horde of zombies to appear, then Frank could use that against his own will, and leaving Chuck to be eaten by devoured by zombies, and could possibly give Frank the win. I'm not saying that Frank would win, but it could be a possible explanation because of his the types of abilities he has over against what Chuck has. And then for number 3, I have PewDiePie versus Markiplier. Now, I know that there's already been a battle of PewDiePie and Markiplier, and I think it was Cartoon Fight Club that they had a battle. I know there's been one of that, but just imagine how it would be if it was in a death battle. Because that way, with PewDiePie's Bro Fist against Markiplier's Pink Wharf Stash. So, and we could see who could become the real king of YouTube. Now, I know PewDiePie is the king already, and he has over 50 million subscribers, and that is just insane. But Markiplier could have a chance against PewDiePie, because I know it's not about strength all the time, but Markiplier has really huge biceps, and he's really strong, and for those of y'all who don't know, but some of y'all may already know, but Markiplier was born in a military base in Hawaii. So that's really awesome, actually. Like, to be born actually in a military base. So yeah. And then for number 4, I got Nathan Drake of Uncharted versus Indiana Jones. I'm not quite sure about this one. I mean, Nathan could win, but also Indiana Jones could because of his whip. Like, let's say that Nathan pulls out a gun and points it to kill Indy. So instead, Indiana Jones could take out his whip and like slap it off of him, so that way it can give Indy an advantage against Nathan. Although Nathan did get killed by Lara Croft, which was disappointing, but like, he could have a chance against Indy. I don't really know, but we could find out if Screw Attack ever releases it. Probably not, but it could be worth checking out for sure. And then for number 5, I have Nathan Drake once again, from Uncharted versus Joel of The Last of Us. Now, the reason why I picked these two characters was because both Uncharted and The Last of Us are both owned by Naughty Dog. So yeah, I just kind of figured that, that two of the characters from the same development team that could go against each other. Nathan, I'm not quite sure about this fight. I mean, this is like a really tough pick as well, as much as the other ones that I picked on the list to be on the death battle, but I'm not quite sure. Because, as y'all already know, for those of y'all who played Uncharted, Nathan Drake has been through much experience, but again, so has Joel. But Nathan could, if I remember correctly, in one of the games, I think it was Uncharted 2. Maybe not. I don't remember, but he could lift a rock, and he also survived a bullet wound and a train crash. And he managed to climb it up and then go into the mountain. And also, since it must have been really cold because there was lots of snow, and yeah, it was really tough. But for Joel, he managed to survive getting impaled by some kind of steel something. It was something steel. I don't know what it was, but anyway, he lost a lot of blood at that part of the game, and he survived. So that's pretty cool. And then for number 6, I have Rick Grimes. Well, this is going to be two characters that involve around The Walking Dead. One of it is Rick Grimes from the television series, AMC's The Walking Dead, against Lee Everett of Telltale's The Walking Dead, the video game. So, yeah. It might be a pretty awesome battle to actually watch if Screw Attack ever releases it in the future. But like, just imagine like an AMC character going against a Telltale Games character. But that should be a phenomenal battle to look forward to. And then for number 7, I have Han Solo versus Indiana Jones. Not really sure about this one, but with the technology that Han Solo has, including with his blaster, he could have a really, really good advantage against Indiana Jones. And y'all probably weren't expecting that. I picked against both Harrison Ford of the Harrison Ford characters. Well, the characters who were played by Harrison Ford. Sorry. But yeah, and then for number 8, I have Daryl Dixon versus Tallahassee of Zombieland. Yeah, so yeah. Now Tallahassee is a really cool character. Like I like him. I even love the movie Zombieland. So it would be a good battle to watch. Especially with with Daryl Dixon's crossbow against anything that Tallahassee can throw at him. Because there's a bunch of because Tallahassee used a bunch of weapons. But and while Daryl Dixon mostly used a crossbow for his main weapon. But he did use other weapons, but again he mostly used the crossbow. For just two more. Number 9, Solid Snake versus James Bond or 007, because that's what his code name is. But yeah, this will be another spy type battle. I was originally gonna pick Sam Fisher to go against him, but then Jeffrey thought that Solid Snake would be a better opponent for James Bond. But anyway, yeah, James Bond has like a silenced pistol, which could be really handy, come in really handy. And then Solid Snake with his CQC, which is close quarters combat, along with other weapons that he had, and his cardboard box, which I don't think it would work this time. Well, it didn't. I'm pretty sure it didn't work. But well, it did work for when he faced Sam Fisher, but except he wasn't actually in the box. It was mostly just a decoy. So Solid Snake could use that same advantage against James Bond. And then last but not least, number 10. This was mostly made from Jeffrey that he would have me choose to write down as the list. Terminator versus Wall-E. Like two robots going a really huge assassin going against a small type robot. So, yeah, I don't know what to think of that, of what the battle would be like. But Terminator did get killed, so I'm not quite sure what Wall-E would have at his for his disposal. But anyway, that's everything I could come up with, and I'm gonna stop the video right here, because I'm getting a notification saying that if I record, then it could raise the temperature. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it right here. Thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I also hope you enjoyed the list of battles I came up with. But anyway, be sure to hit that like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.